Baroness Bennett of Manor Castle.
My Lords, in following the noble Lord Robotham, I just have to provide one correction, which I'll do with a hashtag. Hashtag AV is not PR. But I want to begin by thanking the noble Lord the Minister for his introduction and for meeting with me in advance of this second reading to discuss the bill. I particularly want to welcome his acknowledgement that our political system needs to be up to date. For of course, the only 2 decades old demarcation of constituencies that this bill updates is the newest element of our creaking antique constitution assembled by centuries of historical accident. Were I to be speaking now within your lordship's house, I'd be gesturing to the roof and noting the way in which it's falling down round our ears is truly representative of the state of our political framework. The very delay in the implementation of the review of constituency boundaries is a demonstration of the failure of the chief claim of the first-past-the-post electoral system, that it delivers strong, stable government. The noble Lord the Minister also referred to democracy relying on people knowing they are fairly representative. And of course, they can't and won't be in the current system. The noble Lord Tyler noted that it robs voters. And of all the parliamentary parties, is it of course Green voters that are robbed the most, as Lord Campbell of Pitween noted. But that's not the primary reason why I'm an advocate of proportional representation, which, as the noble Lord Oates noted, is the only way that the Tory party could deliver on its manifesto commitment. It's because the only way we can have a representative parliament, one in which, as the campaign group Make Votes Matters says, the number of seats matches the number of votes. That is a democracy, Parliament reflecting the will of the people. The noble lady Baroness Hayter of Kentish Town referred to the missing 9 million, the people entitled to be on the electoral register who are not, around 10,000 per constituency. But if in our current system you count all the people whose votes are not represented at all, because their preferred candidate does not win, and indeed add in those who voted for a party that won more votes than it needed to win the seat, then the vote of the majority of every single voter, majority of voters in every single seat has no impact. It's no wonder we have such a problem with low turnouts. So to some quick practical details, which I'll be taking up in the committee stage. The 5% variance will split communities and leave MPs representing hopelessly disparate areas with no community of interest. I agree with the noble Lord Viscount Trenchard that it further weakens any claim to legitimacy of first past the post. Automatic registration, it's surely time. No voter ID. Almost 5.5 million Britons live overseas, almost a tenth of Britons. What of their representation? France have separate constituency for overseas voters. They have a community of interest. And finally, votes at 16. The noble lady Baroness Hayter referred to her disappointment of being excluded from voting when she was under the then required age of 21. Last weekend, I was with young people in Sheffield on a climate strike. They were doing politics, they were sharing their passion, their engagement, trying to get involved, but they don't even have the very, very narrow power of the vote. They should have it.